cough.
And now cough again, please.
The doctor asks Mr. Smith to take a deep breath.
Yes, he's using a stethoscope.
Well, don't worry. It's only a throat infection. There's nothing wrong with your lungs.
You see, there's nothing wrong with him.
Yes, but it's always better to see the doctor if you don't feel well. Don't you know the proverb, better safe than sorry?
I'll prescribe some pills, which you should take in the morning and evening. I'll also prescribe some syrup. 2 spoonfuls a day will be sufficient.
Is that all, Doctor?
Oh, yes. I won't give you any antibiotics, as you haven't got bronchitis. You'll see that with the prescription I've given you, you'll feel better in a few days.
You see, Victor, the doctor wouldn't prescribe any pills and syrup if Mr. Smith wasn't ill.
Don't forget your prescription.
Thank you, Doctor.
Goodbye. You'll feel better soon.
Goodbye, Doctor.
Mr. Smith is very disappointed. He wanted some pills and antibiotics and all sorts of drugs. Isn't he a hypochondriac?
No, he isn't a hypochondriac. Do you never go to the doctor?
Me? I prefer to eat fruit. Don't you know the proverb, an apple a day keeps the doctor away?
Mr. Smith has an appointment with his doctor. The doctor tells him it has been 2 years since he came for a general checkup. Today, he explains to the doctor that he has a sore throat and a headache, and that he is coughing a bit. The doctor asks him if he has taken his temperature. Mr. Smith tells him he has, and that it was 38.5 this morning. After the examination, the doctor reassures him and tells him there is nothing wrong with his lungs, and he prescribes some medicine which Mr. Smith should take. He says he will not give him any antibiotics as he has not got bronchitis, and with the pills and the syrup he should be better in a few days. As Mr. Smith leaves, the doctor tells him not to forget his prescription and says he hopes Mr. Smith will feel better soon.
Victor, what's the problem?
I'm ill. I've got a headache, a sore throat,
That's terrible.
and a bad cough.
Poor Victor.
And a high temperature, 37.8.
But Victor, you must have terminal flu. You'll die.
Which childhood illnesses have you had? Measles? Chicken pox? Mumps? Whooping cough? I've had them all.
All?
Except maybe mumps. Oh dear, I hope I don't catch mumps.
Victor, have you been driving for a long time?
No, not very long. I have been driving since yesterday.
What? You have had your driving license for only one day?
Yes,
I see. And have you had your car for a long time?
not very. I've had it for a few hours. Since this morning, to be precise.
Good heavens. Victor,
Yes,
how are you?
okay.
What happened to you?
I had an accident a few hours ago.
My sympathies. And have you been here for a long time?
Not very. I've been here since 1 o'clock.
Poor Victor.
Oh, it's you again.
What has the doctor said, Victor?
I haven't seen the doctor since yesterday evening when he prescribed some pills.
I see. How do you feel today?
Oh, I don't feel well. As you can see, I've got a broken arm, a sprained ankle, and cuts and bruises everywhere. I'm very uncomfortable, and I've had a bad headache for 3 hours.
The doctor told me you should stay in hospital for a few more days. He wants to give you a thorough examination this afternoon. He says you ought to rest, and he's absolutely right.
A few more days in here? But I've got studying to do. I've my exams soon. I ought to do my English lessons.
You've been learning English for a long time, Victor. You should know everything now, if you've been working hard. But for now, you should forget about your studying and let the nurses look after you.
I haven't been in hospital since I was born. I hope I won't have to come back again for a long time.
You ought to be more careful, Victor. If you had been more careful, this wouldn't have happened. A car accident. Really.
Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Do you mind? I've got to go to the post office.
Okay. Will it take you a long time?
I don't think so. I must buy some stamps and post some letters.
I've got some stamps if you want them.
Thanks, but I don't know how much I need to put on.
It depends. For common market countries, I think it's 20.5 pence. I don't know how much it is for other countries.
That's okay. I'll ask at the post office.
Hey, I'll come with you. If there isn't a long queue, I'll send a money order and get some information on sending parcels abroad.
You know you have to fill in a little green customs slip, don't you? So, let's go. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Do you mind? I've got to go to the post office.
OK. Will it take you a long time?
I don't think so. I must buy some stamps and post some letters.
I've got some stamps if you want them.
Thanks, but I don't know how much I need to put on.
It depends. For common market countries, I think it's 20.5 pence. I don't know how much it is for other countries.
That's okay. I'll ask at the post office.
Hey, I'll come with you. If there isn't a long queue, I'll send a money order and get some information on sending parcels abroad.
You know you have to fill in a little green customs slip, don't you? So, let's go. Oh, it's 2 o'clock. Do you mind? I've got to go to the post office.
OK. Will it take you a long time?
Look, that's John. I know him. And Susan too. I know them both very well. What are they doing?
John has got to go to the post office.
I must buy some stamps and post some letters.
I've got some stamps if you want them.
Thanks, but I don't know how much I need to put on.
What for?
To buy some stamps and post some letters.
It's not surprising that he doesn't know how much to put on. Postal charges are constantly going up.
It depends. For common market countries, I think it's 20.5 pence. I don't know how much it is for other countries.
That's okay. I'll ask at the post office.
Susan knows exactly how much he needs to put on.
Hey, I'll come with you. If there isn't a long queue, I'll send a money order and get some information on sending parcels abroad.
You know you have to fill in a little green customs slip, don't you?
What's a money order?
You use a money order to send money by post.
And what's a customs slip?
You must fill one in for the customs when you want to send a parcel abroad.
Oh, I know. It indicates the contents of your parcel and their value.
So, let's go.
What did he say?
He said, "Let's go."
Oh, I see. It's a suggestion. He suggests that they go. Goodbye.
John is with Susan. He suddenly realizes it is 2 o'clock and he has to go to the post office. Susan asks him if it will take a long time. He doesn't think it will, as he only has to buy some stamps and post some letters. Susan offers him some stamps because she already has some. He doesn't accept because he doesn't know what to put on the envelopes. Susan tells him she thinks it is 20.5 pence for common market countries, but she doesn't know how much it is for other countries. John wants to ask at the post office. Susan suddenly thinks she will go with him, because if there isn't a long queue, she will send a money order and get some information on sending parcels abroad. John reminds her there is a form to fill in for customs. So they leave for the post office together.
Hello. I've got a new job. I'm working as a postman for the Royal Mail. I've got a new uniform and I'm proud of it. What's your job, by the way? What does a postman do? He delivers the mail. What are the services offered by a post office? A post office guarantees delivery of all types of letters and parcels. It registers and insures registered mail and looks after money orders and other monetary transfers by post. What does the sticker airmail on a letter or parcel indicate? It indicates that the letter will travel by aeroplane and guarantees fast delivery, especially for overseas letters.
That looks interesting, Victor. Do you mind if I read it?
Yes, I do. It's very personal.
I see. Are you writing to a girl by any chance?
Yes, Look, leave me alone. I must concentrate. I have to go to the post office before it closes to post this letter. I must get it finished.
You have to write the address on the envelope, Victor.
Yes, of course. I'm not stupid, you know.
And you ought to put the postcode on.
The what?
You see, Victor, you don't know everything, do you? The postcode makes it easier for the postman to deliver the mail.